congratulations on taking the 12 Shapes Relationship Survey. Are you ready to learn your shape? You are an arrow. Ta-da! Here at 12 Shapes, we believe all human behaviour is driven by what you fear and what you value. Being an arrow means you're someone who highly values tasks, getting things done, and doing things that really make a difference in the world. You arrows put a lot of pressure on yourselves. You experience a lot of stress around being enough all the time. This means you may have some fear of failure. But you arrows are some of the most talented, smart, motivated, high-achieving people on the planet. You're amazingly independent and treasure time alone to refill and relax. You care about people a ton too. You like being around them. But arrows also need time alone too. Arrows are make it happen people. You're almost always successful because you're so driven. You love to save money. You're savvy at making it too. You're always driven by a desire to change the world in some way. You can have big goals. Believe you can do it all. You like to do things that have meaning, that make a difference. You're always thinking up new projects. The problem is finding time to do them all, right? Arrows are very together. They make great parents and employees because they're so capable and such fast workers. Frankly, you arrows are often the most productive people around. If we want something done and done quickly, we always ask an arrow. When you're in a balanced state and at your best, you're just amazing. The problem is you aren't always in a balanced state. But don't feel bad. Everybody has some bad relationship behaviour. We can all find ourselves in an unbalanced, fearful state at times. This bad behaviour shows up when we feel unsafe, insulted, stressed, taken from or mistreated. If you feel you aren't going to get everything done, or if you're being judged or criticised, you can get pretty bent out of shape. And when an arrow like you is unbalanced or in a fearful state, you tend to become a workaholic. You can struggle with being impatient, being a little too driven. But you already know this, don't you? You can sometimes get a little obsessed in a project, drop everything else around you until it's complete. You can also forget to focus on the people around you because you're so focused on that task. You know what we're talking about. You're already probably pretty aware of some of your weaknesses. You can sometimes be a poor housekeeper because you're so busy with all those other projects. You don't have time to focus on the house. You're a hard worker though, and often don't slow down or relax enough. You're bad at setting boundaries and taking care of yourself. You know this. But if you don't learn to take care of yourself, you soon have an empty bucket and nothing to give, and this can affect your relationships. You can get a little too independent, a bit disconnected with people. You sometimes forget that they're there, they have needs, because you don't honour your own. You think others should be okay, they're on their own too. The problem is they may really need more of your attention to feel loved, and to you, it might come across as needy. But at other times, you might really show up, be a fantastic parent and partner, especially if you see your relationship or family as your next project. Arrows have a big fear of failure trigger. You hate feeling judged or criticised. If you do feel this way, you shut down. Arrows tend to run, avoid, pull away from people if they don't feel safe. They're so fiercely independent, they hate being controlled. You also hate being bored, and you need something to keep your mind entertained all the time. You're pretty private too, and usually don't like sharing your personal life with others. Sometimes arrows are not that skilled socially. They can feel a little awkward at times and even have some walls up. Arrows can also have trouble delegating and often work better alone. Now, if some of these bad behaviours don't sound like you, that's okay. Remember, you might be a pretty balanced arrow right now. We all have some bad relationship behaviour when our buttons get pushed. The good news is we're here to help you be your best all the time. We've put together 6 custom coaching lessons just for you arrows to help you learn how to live in a balanced state and eliminate your fear triggers which create your bad behaviour. Arrows who go through our coaching program learn how to relax, let things go a little, and be more aware of and focused on others. These skills really help arrows create healthier relationships.